Greetings, boys and girls. I am Jack Neal from The Entertainment, and today we are here for something I've been kinda wanting to do. I just didn't think anybody would find it interesting. This is map making, and more specifically, it's fantasy map making. Quick note, I did speed this up because originally it was 30 minutes and everybody has a short attention span nowadays, so I figured, you know what, I'll shorten it down to under 10 minutes about. And we're just gonna make a fantasy map. There's a lot of ways that you can make a fantasy map, or just any kind of maps. I saw people doing things like kind of like creating a cloud layer and then making that black and white and then choosing shapes, but I've been making maps since like I was 10 or something. It was just a natural order of progression for me because I always drew mazes, and it's very similar, surprisingly. Like I would draw mazes like this in a way, with windy corridors. I didn't do the box kind of mazes. It was very different. And so that's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna have a little series of making a basic map, a basic way of making maps. I'm not going to do the tectonic plate way because I just learned about that recently, and I still haven't figured out how to get that working properly. But we are going to make one huge continent, and supercontinent at that. And you can even name your supercontinent. The last supercontinent that Earth had, we named that Pangea. And supercontinents before that, I don't remember their names. A lot of people think that Pangea is like the name for what a supercontinent is supposed to be, but that was just the name of that particular supercontinent. Who knows? Maybe in Greek or Latin it means big land or something. I wouldn't be surprised. Gaia sounds very close to Gaia, so that's Earth, and then Pan is like a lot, I believe, so a lot of Earth, maybe? Not too huge on the origin words. So as you can see, this is just a bunch of squiggly lines going on. I did edit it so it looks like it's just one continuous stroke of line. And at first, like, it may seem like it's nothing. I will admit that. But one of my favorite things to do is just to like keep drawing random weird lines, and it's calming and very therapeutic to do this, first of all, and second, it's a little strange for me because I like things to be you know, if one side is 5, let's just say one side is 5 long, then I want the other side to be 5 long as well. So there's a term for that, but you kind of get that way if you play a lot of Minecraft. But with making maps, you can't have everything so perfectly aligned. All that kind of stuff doesn't work out. It makes it look really weird. So I've learned over the years on my own. I've always been a huge fan of geography anyways, so I knew what, you know, continents and all this stuff looked like. It looked all weird and jaggedy, and So yeah, I knew that eventually I couldn't just make straight lines, and whenever you do make a straight line, it kind of looks boring. So that's why you kind of draw this way. Once again, you could do the other way where you just look for shapes that you like, but I feel like doing everything by hand. And this only took me half an hour anyways, so the other way would take nearly as long anyways, trying to figure out what shapes you want. Although I have to admit, I do this all the time just for fun. So you might not get it to look this way, first of all, you know, like right off. So it might take you longer to do this, you who is watching this, but fear not. Within 20 years of practice, no, I'm just kidding. It doesn't take too long to get this down. I would say like, I mean, if you did this like every day for like 10 months or a full year, then that should be good enough. I didn't do it every day for a full year. I just did it every once in a while, throughout the many years. And only recently have I restarted doing all this map making stuff. So that looks horrible. As you can see, I left all the mistakes I made in because I wanted to show like how you can fix that. So we're gonna zoom out here and look at the map. And as you can see, it looked a little plain, so that's why I'm drawing a huge lake. I guess, well, it's not really huge, but I mean, it might be huge. I don't know the length of what this map is going to be. I have not figured out the mileage chart as of yet. So I don't know if it's going to be big or not, but either way, we have ourselves a lake here. Looking wondrous. And I always like to have like a little island within the lake itself. It just seems really cool to me. So yeah, that's what we're gonna have, is this little island here, because that's what we're gonna do. So what we're going to look forward into the next videos is I'm going to break up this supercontinent in shapes that I find interesting for continents and mega continents, like very big continents, and then slightly smaller continents. And let's color it in a little bit just to kind of get a contrast, so to speak. A bluish green. And then we're gonna have kind of a darker green, I guess. But yeah, next time we're gonna work on the continents, breaking up this supercontinent into maybe 5 total continents, and then just making a bunch of little islands here and there, making then choosing one continent, you know, and just working mostly on that kind of thing, you know. So I think that'll be fun. I hope you all enjoyed. Love you all. Peace to you and stay safe.